Okay, welcome back. This is part 7 of how to make this monkey tutorial. We started assembling, so let's get right back into it. So I got his other arm here, and I'm just gonna line it up to match where this other arm is. And go ahead and pin it into place. Then you can look before you secure it and make sure that you're happy with the placement. So I'm happy with my placement, so I'm going to go ahead and start securing again. So again, I always go and just secure it this way and then pop out on the back behind the arm to secure that side of the arm. Okay, let me check these, take these pins out and check. Okay. So again, you can do as many passes if you want. If you're making this for a kid, maybe do a couple more passes to secure it. But I'm just gonna secure this back one more time. Okay, so I'm satisfied. So I'm just going to go ahead and knot it off here. Take it back to the other yarn tail and tie it together. And I connect to them. Crisscross there. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and take this down through the bottom like I have been. Okay, so now we got both arms connected. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the legs. So for the legs of the monkey, I just barely attach them to the bottom because I want it to be how you can hold it up and his legs dangle, but then you can also sit him down. So take your leg, and then you're looking at the bottom of the monkey, and I just want to put it like on the outer rim here. Kind of look at how it will look with the arm here. And then you can take the other leg and kind of compare it. So I'm happy with this placement. So I'm just going to go ahead and attach just the one leg with pins. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go straight into the body first. Pop out on the other side here. And go ahead and just grab this outer edge here and take it down through. And pop out on the other side again. Okay, so now the edges are secured. So go ahead, pop through the first stitch. I'm actually going to go into the body and just go under a stitch. Now this is just the butt of the monkey, just the body. And then I'm going to go ahead and go up into the next stitch. And same thing, I'm going to go into the butt of the monkey and grab underneath of a stitch there. And then underneath the next stitch. Again into the butt of the monkey, pop under. And then go through the next stitch. Okay, so now you can take the pins out. And that's just one row, so we're going to connect it up a little bit more. So go ahead and we're going to go back into the body. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to connect this row now. So go back into the body and just pop through at the edge of that stitch. And then just go into the next stitch. And you can look at where this is attaching. So then go back. Then we're going to go into the next stitch here. So we're staying in this row here. You can tell. Okay, so there's one leg attached. You can do as many passes as you like, but mine's secure, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to knot off like we have been doing. And then just take the yarn tail through the back and leave it there for after we attach the next leg. So one leg's attached. Okay, so go ahead and get your second leg. And you're going to want to line it up with your other leg that's already attached to make sure it's even. So just kind of look at how you got it there. Okay, when you think you got it pretty even, go ahead and pin it down. Okay, now we're going to attach it. So again, I'm going to go straight into the butt of the monkey and pop out on the other side. And then I'm going to just go into this first stitch here. And then we're going to go underneath a stitch in the butt of the monkey, and we'll pop through the next stitch on the leg. Sometimes this will happen, just there you go. And then again into the butt of the monkey, getting under a stitch and going through the next stitch on the leg. And we're just going to repeat this just like we did with the last leg. I'm doing it a little bit faster since I already showed you one leg. Okay, so I got my first row attached, so I'm going to take my pins out. And we need to attach one more row here. So you can look, we want to attach into this row to match this other side. Okay. Sorry, it's a little hard to show this, but I'm connecting this second row here into this row. Okay, so I got my second leg attached. So if you're satisfied with how it is, go ahead and go to a stitch and knot it off. And then take it to the other yarn tail. We're going to tie it off again. I'm just going to snip these a little bit shorter. And I'm going to weave these up to the back of the head. And there the legs are connected. Okay, so there's the legs. Okay, so the last part that we need to add to our monkey is the tail. Now, like I said, the pipe cleaners are optional. If you are deciding to use pipe cleaners, just take 2 of them, fold them in half, and insert them into your tail. And then that's as far as they're going to go, so just pull them out a little bit. Take scissors and snip. And then you can push the end back in there. So now the tail is flexible. So when the monkey sits down, you want the tail to be about right here. So once you get the placement you want it, just go ahead and pin it down. And don't worry about the edges of the pipe cleaners. Since you have it placed directly against the body, the pointy ends are poking the body. It's not going to poke anybody else. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach the tail. Okay, so just go into this strand or this stitch and push it right into the body. We're just going to go around. This is pretty much the same thing we did with the ear, except for this is more round. Okay, so once you have gone all the way around the monkey, you can just pull up, make sure it's attached everywhere. So I want to go through here again. Okay, so once you're satisfied with how it's attached, go ahead and go to a stitch and knot off. Okay, and then take it down through. And I'm going to go ahead and weave it up to the back of the head like I did with the legs. Okay, so there's your tails attached, and if you use the pipe cleaners, then you're able to manipulate the tail. So you have your monkey done. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I will try to come up with some other designs and add tutorials on how to make